Hi, I'm Greg, and welcome to My Gregarious World. Hi, I'm Greg. Welcome to My Gregarious World. This is the first in a series of videos that my wife and I are putting together about our travels and adventures around the world. These videos are not budget travel videos. However, we don't spend extravagantly either. What we do look for is good value. We're coming to you today from our condo in Cancun, Mexico. You may notice behind me there are some photos of some kids painted up for Day of the Dead. We'll certainly touch upon Day of the Dead when we get to our series in Mexico. However, today we're going to begin with our trip to Italy, which occurred last year. This first video will be about our travels from Cleveland, Ohio to Europe. We look forward to you joining us for our series, 30 Days in Rome. Cheers. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to follow our 30-day adventure in Rome. If you've been to a United Polaris lounge or have any questions, please feel free to comment below. We booked a morning flight from Cleveland Hopkins to Washington Dulles. Our flight to Brussels wasn't until early evening, but we wanted to enjoy the United Club in Cleveland and arrive in DC early enough to take advantage of our time in the United Polaris lounge before our flight overseas. Since we were flying business class to Brussels, we were eligible to enter United's Polaris lounge. It's a very exclusive lounge. You can't buy your way into it or receive special membership privileges through a credit card, like the United Club card or American Express. You must have a business class ticket on a long-haul United Polaris flight, or an international first or business class ticket on a Star Alliance airline. We'd been to the Polaris Lounge in Newark, and it was very nice, but I'd read that the newer United Polaris Lounge in Washington, D.C. is rated one of the best airport lounges in the United States, so we really wanted to check it out. We arrived just before noon and had nearly the entire lounge to ourselves. The lounge gets busier in the mid-afternoon, so it was nice to experience it during this slow period. First things first, I headed to the bar. All drinks, including beer, champagne, wine, and liquor, are complimentary here. Our bartender handed us an extensive drink menu. The liquors on the shelf seemed to be very good quality. For example, two of the vodka choices I saw were Belvedere and Grey Goose, but I was more interested in trying one of their IPAs. There was a very good selection of beer, both in bottles and on tap. After sampling a few of the bartender's recommendations, I chose the Heavy Seas Loose Cannon IPA. The Polaris Lounge offers two venues for food, a buffet and an a la carte restaurant. Since we had about 5 hours before boarding our flight to Brussels and had a lot of time to kill, we chose to eat at the sit-down restaurant. Our bartender graciously offered to carry my beer to our table, and our server was immediately there to offer us water and a menu. For our appetizers, Karen ordered the Firefly Farm Black and Blue Cheese, a very nice crostini with jam and honey. And I ordered the Alpine Croque Madame, smoked ham, poached egg. It was a very nice portion size and tasted delicious as it was perfectly done. For my main course, I ordered the Polaris Signature Burger, a short rib beef burger with all the toppings and served with nice wedge-cut fries. Very delicious, and I would highly recommend it. For her entree, Karen ordered the barbecue pork tenderloin with bok choy and fried rice. Also very delicious. Our dessert was a skillet chocolate chip cookie with vanilla ice cream. Again, highly recommended. The food took a little while to arrive, which surprised us since the restaurant was so empty. But when it arrived, it was very hot and tasty. We actually liked not feeling rushed and really enjoyed the experience. After lunch, we decided to wander around and see what else the Polaris Lounge had to offer. We happened to meet a very friendly attendant who proudly showed us some cool perks that you might not find on your own. For example, there are several sleep suites available. These single suites are great for a short nap after an overnight flight. and as long as there isn't a waiting list, you can use them for as long as you want. Otherwise, there's a 2-hour limit. The suites looked very comfortable and had upscale Saks Fifth Avenue linens, gel pillows, bottled water, and white noise machines. They'll even bring you a warm blanket if you'd like. Next, we were shown the shower facilities. They had all the amenities you'd ever need, including slippers, towels, Sunday Riley hair and body products, and of course a blow dryer. There was even a closet to hang your clothes in while you shower. There's also a laundry area with washer, dryer, and steamer. This isn't for public use, but in an emergency, they'd be happy to help you with a stained shirt or dress. I also wanted to mention that the public restrooms are individual, private, as well as family and wheelchair friendly. They are gender neutral and have indicator lights outside each room that turn green when they are free. After exploring the lounge a bit, we were ready to grab a coffee, find a seat, and relax before our flight. By this time, the Polaris lounge had become crowded and finding a seat was more difficult than earlier in the day. Seating options included small private booths and pods. There were many tables with chairs. Those options seemed to be the first taken, but we found a couple of oversized chairs with a side table and sat down. There's no need to worry about charging your phone or computer. Charging stations are plentiful. We decided to check out the buffet prior to boarding. There were soups, salads, sandwiches, and various hot and cold foods available. They also had a variety of cookies and desserts. The buffet looked delicious, but we chose just a small snack from the charcuterie area because we were still full from lunch. Then we were ready to board our Boeing 777 flight from Washington to Brussels. We received a welcome beverage, Karen choosing a mimosa and me a glass of red wine. The amenities kit with the Polaris class seats includes eye serum, facial spray, hand cream, socks, as well as earplugs and an eye mask to aid with sleeping. The individually private seats, each with direct aisle access, included noise-canceling headphones and a large in-flight entertainment screen. And it was very nice to see that the bowl of warm nuts is back. Our dinner of short ribs, potatoes, and salad was nicely presented, although we much preferred the food in the Polaris Club. The made-to-order ice cream sundae was the best part of the meal. The lay-flat seats are easily manipulated to raise and lower your head or feet and make a nice, if not small, bed on which I was able to completely stretch out. The Saks Fifth Avenue sleep set included a Saks day blanket made from recycled plastic, as well as a duvet and a cooling gel pillow. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when Day 1 in Rome becomes available. Day 1 in Rome includes tips on airport transfers, a look at our Airbnb in the Monti district, and our first meal in Rome. The privacy wall is especially nice if your neighbor decides to watch the TV all night. Have a good night, and see you in Brussels tomorrow morning, where we'll begin our month-long Roman holiday.